name is Sarah Ice, and I'm a fourth grade teacher here at Lakewood Elementary. One of four fourth grade teachers here, and we are in the middle of our Living History Museum here in the school library. This is an opportunity for our students to present in an autobiography format someone famous that they have researched. So over the past few weeks, our fourth graders have researched someone who is famous of interest to them. This could be someone who's currently alive or someone who's passed long ago. And they've taken that information and put it in a logical format. So there's many skills involved: research, use an appropriate website, taking notes, paraphrasing, and then we've organized that information typically into childhood, adult life, what made that person famous, and if relevant, the end of life. So they've actually written biographies to begin with. This is just part of one of our writing pieces. But we've taken those biographies and turned them into an autobiography format so they can then dress up and portray that person. So in the library, our kids are spread out like a museum, and visitors can come and hear a 3 to 5 minute speech of what makes that person famous. Students were encouraged to bring props or dress up as their famous person. I think we have Harriet Tubman, Bailey Zimmerman, a variety of sports figures, musicians. We have Elvis, Princess Diana, and in addition, students are also able to practice their speaking skills. And so today, students are being assessed by their teachers on their speaking skills. Can they add expression? Can they read at an appropriate rate? Can they pronounce their words? And these are all the things that we model and practice throughout the year anyways in reading and writing class. So it's a great opportunity to invite the families in and get them in the building and sort of wrap our school year up as well. I hope that most of the students enjoy it. They start really nervous, but I think once they get in here, probably the only thing they can think about is when can they sit down at this point. It's a good time for them to make eye contact and learn how to speak over a crowd and share information, make sure it's logical.
My name is Johan and I am Shigeru Miyamoto. I was born on November 16, 1952. I was mostly known for making Super Mario Bros.
Hello, my name is Ethan, and I am being Jackie Robinson today. I was born in January 31st, 1919, and I am the first African American to play baseball, Major League.
My name is Lexi Eck, and today I will be Rosa Parks. And a fun fact about Rosa Parks is she grew up in segregation. And segregation was the laws of whenever people could separation of white and black people. And most of the black people were treated unfairly and could even have been killed. She moved, and her grandparents were slaves, so she had to help pick cotton from a field when she was 2 years old, and then she moved, and she had to leave school in 6th grade to take care of her sick mother and her grandmother. And then after she got married, she joined the NAACP / the National Association of the Advancement of Black People, and she did that. And then after she married Ramon Parks in 1932, she had to go back to school. She finished school, and then she joined the NAACP, and that's pretty much it.
Hi, my name is Willow Atkinson, and today I am going to be Temple Grandin, and I am a scientist, an animal scientist, and I help cows to figure out how to be safe before they're going to be butchered. And my parents were Eustacia Cutler. My father was Richard Grandin, and I was an only child, and I was unable to talk at age 3. And I never got married, I never had kids, and I'm still living, and I work at Colorado State University teaching kids how to be a scientist when they're older.
My name is Cadence. I'm doing Annie Oakley, and she was a famous shooter, and sometimes she will go out and hunt, and she performed in a wild West Show.
Hi, my name is Raylan Peters and I am Lake Frost. I was a famous bull rider and I rode Red Rock the bull for 8 seconds. He was one of the world champion bucking bulls.
Hi, I'm Ella Vane, and I'm doing Elena DeLay Donnell. And my person was a famous basketball player and got an eye injury, and then moved back to her hometown and got Lyme disease from an infected tick bite.
My name is Raylan Armstrong and I'm doing Queen Elizabeth. And one interesting thing about my person is she supported over 600 charities through her reign.
My name is Caleb Helm. My person I will be today is Hank Williams Jr. One thing that he was known for is country singing.
Hi, my name is Lily Kaplan and my person is Rosa Parks. How I became famous. I just got off of work and hopped onto a bus to ride home. A white man got on the bus but stood because all the seats were full. The bus driver noticed that the white man could not have a seat, so he told me to get out of my seat so the man could sit down. I refused because I obviously didn't want to stand up the whole time because of a white man. I did get put in jail for the night, but released the next morning. I inspired other African Americans to organize the Montgomery bus boycott.
I'm Xavier Massaro. I'm playing as Johnny Depp. I am a movie actor because I fit into the roles I played because they're super difficult. Because I'm pretty sure a bunch of us have watched Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hello, I'm Parker and I'm playing Napoleon. I was born in 1769 on the small island of Corsica. I am now known for conquering almost all of Europe, and I am from France.
I am Alex LePage, and I'm playing for Cristiano Ronaldo. I have 3 siblings in my family, and I am the youngest.
And what are you known for?
I am known for a famous soccer player playing for Al Nassr.
Hi, my name is Allison Powell, and I am doing Clara Barton. The most famous thing they ever did was they worked for the Civil War and they started the Red Cross.
My name is Annabelle Yiley, and I'm presenting Albert Einstein. One fact about him is that his brain was preserved on how smart he was.
What are some of the things that he discovered? You know that.
Some of the things he discovered is the theory of relativity and E equals mc squared.
My name is Kate Nelson, and I am Elizabeth Blackwood. The most important thing about her is that she was the first woman doctor in the United States.
My real name is John Vandenberg, and the character I'm Bailey Zimmerman. Bailey Zimmerman is a very known country singer star that will not be forgotten and is known because of his great country music. One of his songs, Where It Ends, and I'm actually playing that right here. So, go listen to his music.
I'm really Leah Rainey, and I'm acting as Diana Sawyer. One of the most important things is that I'm an amazing news reporter. I've been everywhere, from CBS News, ABC News, and 2020. I'm also from Glasgow, Kentucky, but after I was born, we moved to Louisville. And then I was at WLKY, but I got bored of that. So in 1970, I moved to Washington, D.C., and I got into the government. One of the main things in the government was I was assistant to President Richard Nixon.
I am Colton Hall, and I am playing as Lionel Messi. The most important thing I ever found about him, well, it's really impressing mostly, that he's been the best soccer player 6 times in his state. They weren't all in a row. It took a long time.
Hi, my name is Lexi Clemens, and the person I am doing is Carrie Underwood. Some things about her that are interesting is that she fell outside her home and broke her wrist and had 40 to 50 stitches on her face. And she is a country music star that a lot of people know, and she went on a 43 U.S. Arena tour.
Hi, I'm Edward. I am Bob Ross. I am a famous painter. I was recruited as an Air Force commander and started a TV show demonstrating how to paint. I will be remembered because my painting skills were magnificent.
Hi, I am Harriet Tillman. I am Kylie McCluskey. I was born in Maryland on a plantation. I had 8 siblings in one room cabin. My mom gave me the name of Irvis, but I took my mom's name, Harriet Tubman. At the age of 13, I worked a number of jobs, pulling fields and loading produce into wagons. When I made mistakes, the cooks would get angry and slash me with a whip. I started working at the age of 6, escaped slavery, and helped other gens to freedom as a conductor of the Underground Railroad. I helped 300 people escape slavery in 19 trips. I drug babies so they won't cry and so we won't get caught escaping. But I am like Moses in the Bible because I helped lead people to freedom. There was a boundary on my head. I married a guy named John Tubman in 1849. After escaping, I worked as a cook, maid, and laundress. Later, I married Nelson Davis in 1869. After I escaped, I was a spy and nursed injured soldiers in the Civil War. I died on March 10, 1913 in Auburn, New York. The cause of my death was pneumonia. I am known for saying I would give every drop of my blood in my veins to freedom.
I'm Abigail Lyons, and I'm portraying Amelia Earhart. Some stuff that I've found out is she died a couple days before my birthday, January 5th, 1937, and then it's also really cool because she's honestly the first person to fly a plane, well, the first woman, and it's kind of cool because she paid women to be able to fly a plane, and she also paved the way for women to be in aviation, so it's super cool.
Do you know where she went down?
No one really knows that, but she took off from New Jersey, and then she just never came back from her flight.
I'm Carson Campbell, and I'm portraying Walter Camp. He created the sport of American football, and one thing I learned today that he died 1 month before my birthday.
My name is John Lyons, and the person I'm portraying is LeBron James. And one thing that I've learned from LeBron James is that on 2013, when he got married, that's around when I was born.
And what's he known for?
He's known for playing basketball.
And do you know any of the records that he has?
He's won 4 different championships, and he's in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
I'm Cole Sweet, and I'm supposed to be Cristiano Ronaldo, and he is famous for playing soccer, and he plays for Manchester United, Real Madrid, Al Nassr, and Portugal.
Hello, my name is Jill Dennis, and I'm performing as Florence Nightingale. 2 things about her is she's the one that gave us sanitary conditions in the hospitals, and she also worked in the war, the Crimean War, to help military soldiers.
Is there a reason why you chose her?
The reason why I chose her is because I want to be a nurse and she was a nurse, so that is why I chose Florence Nightingale.
Hi, my name's Jarrett. I am acting as Donald Trump. He was president in 2016. He is running again right now. He's a well-known businessman.
Hi, I'm Avery Haynes. I am pretending to be Ariana Grande.
I was born on June 26, 1993. I was born in Boca Raton, Florida. I have one brother named Frankie Grande. My parents are Joanne and Edward. They both worked for Hose Mechanic Communications. I also have 10 dogs. When I was younger, I went to Pinecrest School. During my extra time, I spent time doing Broadway performances. In 2008, I performed in the show Charlotte Musician 13. I was a singer and an actress. I became a famous singer and an actress at the age of 15. The songs I made are 34 plus 35, Thank You Next, Just a Little Bit of Your Heart, and Just Like Magic. I wanted to be a singer and an actress. Now I'm finally both of them. As a singer and an actress, it is very important to remember my lines. I went through a hard challenge that I'll never forget. I have faced challenges, like on May 22nd, 2017, I had faced a suicide bomber that killed over 20 people in my concert in Manchester. It was very scary. I am known for my movies, music, and TV shows. I also worked with kids that have some sort of illness or sickness, like cancer. I had sent Christmas gifts to the children in the hospital, as well as their families, to show love to my fans. My album positions have now earned me my 28th Guinness World Record titles of the most songs. Most songs attributed at the number one on the Hot Billboard 100. I am a very successful singer and an actress. I have broken many records and will continue to be successful throughout my career. Currently, I am working on the set of The Wizard of Oz.
Hello, I am Waylon from Hello, and I am representing Robert Lee. And he fought in the Battle of Antietam and the Battle of Gettysburg. He was the commanding general of the Confederate Army.
I am Emma French. Today I'm Maria Mitchell though. I discovered Miss Mitchell's comet, and I was the first woman astronomer in the United States of America.
My name is Ashlyn A. Wooden, Affinity Wooden. I was born on May 7th, 1933 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I had two siblings, Leonard and Shirley. My parents were Helen Superfisky and Francis J. Unitas. My dad died of cardiovascular renal disease, complicated by pneumonia. When I was 5, leaving me to be raised by my mother. My mother worked as a housekeeper and made $100 per 20 weeks. I went to high school at St. Justin's where I played football. My favorite thing to do was practice playing football when I was done with my chores. Right out of high school, I attended the University of Louisville to play football. I was the starting quarterback in my freshman year. My team was not the most successful, but I was drafted in the 9th round of the NFL by the Pittsburgh Steelers, but was released before the season even begun. I started to work as a construction worker. My salary was around $7,000 per season and $437 per week for 12 weeks, and the balance of $1,750 at the end of each year. I made $6 per day, and I didn't care what I made because I just liked to play the game and have fun. In 1958, with 3 broken ribs and a punctured lung, I led the Colts to the NFL title while wearing a protective harness. 2 years later, I played the entire season with a broken vertebrae. Some accomplishments I had include setting many NFL records, and I was named the most valuable player 3 times in 1959, 1964, and 1967. In addition, I received 10 Pro Bowls and 5 first-team All-Pro honors. I would be remembered because I was one of the greatest athletes in Baltimore history. I finished my storied career with 40,239 yards and 290 touchdowns. On September 11, 2002, I passed away while working out at a physical therapy center in Baltimore. I have a lasting legacy as one of the game's all-time greats. I once said, there is a difference between conceit and confidence. Conceit is bragging about yourself. Confidence means you can believe you can get the job done.